What's up, you guys? This is One Classic Gamer here. Welcome me to Resident Evil 9 Requiem Insanity Difficulty Part 1. Now, I'm going to be uploading two separate versions of this video. What you guys are watching right now is basically the commentary version of this video. And I'll also be uploading a no commentary version for this video. Long story short, this difficulty was quite the ride. Leaps and bounds harder than standard classic was. And yeah, I mean, I really don't want to waste too much time in the intro here. So yeah, without further ado, we are going to get straight into this. So if you guys enjoy this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you could like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. You know, it took me time to actually put this together, and I'm not even done with it yet. So yeah, I'm going to let the cutscenes play out and treat this like a whole other run. So yeah, I will be back momentarily for the next gameplay section to walk you guys through it.
Sir.
Grace! Grace! Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Oh, coming. If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. Look, I know that's where your mother was murdered. And I know it'll be upsetting for you. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Confront that fear head on. Grace, I won't force you to go. But do you think you can do this for me? Investigate that crime scene and report back to me with your findings. That's all for now.
Sorry.
Okay, so as soon as we start, this little message is going to pop up letting us know that all of the bonus weapons and special content is pretty much available in the item box. I am going to switch the perspective to third person for this run, so we're going to be playing as Grace in third person, and there's not really much to go over in the beginning here. I am looking around quite a bit here, and the reason why I'm doing that is because, you know, if you guys can recall, the game gave us a tutorial on the quick turn there. I am missing a document for this section for Renwood, so I did quite a bit of searching in the beginning here to try and like actually see if I could figure out where it was. Turns out it's not even until we get to like the actual hotel itself that's when the missing document is going to be available. So there's really nothing I can say here that is going to offer that much value to you guys. I mean, all you're really doing during this part of the game is just walking through the streets until you get to the next cutscene with the police officer. I tried looking at the investigation report thinking maybe that would, you know, trigger the missing document, but it doesn't. Once again, we will be getting into that. But I mean, just look at this game, man. Look at how gorgeous this game is. Look at the beautiful graphics. I really do think third person adds a whole other like layer to experiencing this game, and I'm kind of glad that I was able to, you know, switch and experience third person. I like it when the games actually give you, you know, the choice to select between third and first person. So you can also examine this, but doesn't really matter. And yeah, we're about to get into the next cutscene right now.
Hey, that's a restricted area. You can't go in there.
Why?
It's an active crime scene.
Oh, right. Sorry. Just a sec.
Oh, you're FBI?
I am.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's the fifth one now, right? I heard they all have the same weird bruises, so you think it's something infectious, or terrorism, or... Why else would the FBI be investigating, right? Hey, are you with me?
Oh, there might be answers inside.
Yeah, sure, right. Be careful in there. Whole building's condemned. Word is they're finally gonna bring the whole place down.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, and it's time. It's time to investigate the crime scene. I'm just stating the obvious at this point. There really isn't much for me to cover in this beginning section of the game. This is the fairly easy part, to be completely honest, but I didn't really start to have too much trouble with this until we got to Leon's section. Yeah, I mean, this difficulty just kind of starts off right off the bat, just crazy. It is possible to struggle a bit during the section where you're trying to break free and the officer like turns and all of that. I'm going to get to that, obviously. I'm not going to, you know, start talking about that yet, but look, in third person you can even see you can see even more how slow Grace's run is. I definitely do prefer first person for Grace. I think first person is, you know, the way to go if you're playing as Grace. As a matter of fact, I had to literally I had to boot this game up last night and re-record a certain cutscene because there was a little audio glitch and I was playing it in first person, like the beginning of the game, and it just felt right, you know? Like, I've also tried playing Leon in first person as well. We're not going to be doing that in this run, by the way, but in my bonus video where I go through the remaining trophies, I will be showing you guys just a little bit of the like first person Leon perspective. I'm personally not a fan of it. I mean, I've been playing these games for such a long time now, you know, that I'm used to the third person perspective, but I think for characters like Grace, the first person really is kind of like the way to go, you know, like the RE7 first person perspective. So you can examine this stuff, but there's really not much to look at here. As you can see, I'm still being pretty thorough, searching around for that missing note, which we haven't come up on it yet, but we will be very soon. And yeah, when you are ready, just go and interact with this door for the next cutscene cinematic.
I can't. It's too much. Come on, Grace.
Man, poor Grace. I still can't believe that freaking what's his face, her boss sent her here all by herself. It kind of sucks, man. It kind of sucks. It makes you question whether or not, you know, he's involved with the actual villains. No, I'm not gonna go down that road. So if you want, you can pretty much investigate this right away. As soon as you click on this, you can't like look away from it until you take the key out and trigger the next cutscene. But then you can walk around afterwards.
Who's there? What do I do?
I mean, if it were up to me, I would just fucking book it the F out of here. That cutscene honestly kind of confused me. I remember when I like first played the game, I was like, which door shut? Because the door in front of us is still open, not that door. The other door behind us that we came in through was still open. It turns out that someone behind us literally slammed the door like that we came into the building through. So we are actually trapped in here. I mean, not really. If Grace really wanted to, she could probably jump out of... Actually, no, she can't really jump out of the windows because the windows are barred up. But if you want to come in here and investigate the bathroom, you totally can. You know, get the spooky vibes and all of that. I like that, you know, in third person, you can actually see Grace react to stuff. Like, you see her visibly react and get scared, and it's a nice little detail once again. So I tried looking at this thinking, okay, maybe that'll trigger the note, but it didn't. The note is actually just up ahead in the next room, so you can also look through the window, which is something that I chose to do. Again, naively thinking the note might be in there, but it's not. The note is actually down on the ground to our left as we walk in through here, and I'm about to discover it right now. As soon as I discover this note, we're going to start moving at that point and get things going again with the plot. So the missing one that I had yet to get was the hotel pamphlet, as you can see. And yeah, we're literally about to go into a whole ass, you know, section, the whole flashback section with our mother, our mama, Alyssa, and I'm just not going to talk during that sequence. So I am going to let you guys watch it and experience it. Basically, treating this, like I said, like a whole other playthrough, as if you guys haven't seen my first run of the game. Even though this is the commentary version, I do want you guys to enjoy the story itself. But if you really want to watch this, without my annoying commentary, then check out the no commentary version. It'll be going up at literally the exact same time as this. So check out this bed, and this will progress the story onto the next cutscene.
Hi, Mom.
You have been on that thing all day.
Well, if you're gonna work so late.
Get some sleep, eh?
I'm almost done, just a sec.
What am I gonna do with you?
What you always do? Nag at me until I go to bed?
Oh, it's really coming down hard.
Mom, phone. Mom.
It's right beside you.
Hello?
Miss Ashcroft?
Yes.
Who was it?
Dunno. They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me. Rude. What the?
They're coming. Grace, we need to go.
Go where? Mom, what's going on?
Hurry!
Wait, who's coming? What's wrong?
We need to keep our voices down.
This is ridiculous.
Come on.
Tell me what's going on.
Now is not the time. Stay close.
Mom, wait.
Grace, come on, keep moving.
I'm coming.
Grace, hurry. Keep moving.
Hello? Who's that? Oh, I'm so sorry about the power outage.
What happened?
Oh, it's probably the electrical panel. It's 40 years old, so it doesn't take much to trip it. It's really no excuse, and I apologize for the inconvenience.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Yeah, don't worry.
I should have it fixed soon. I just need to find my...
What the hell, Mom?
No, Grace, no. Grace, stay close to me.
Are you gonna tell me what's going on? Mom, what are you doing?
Something important.
What did you hide behind that painting?
I'll explain later. We need to find another way out. Grace, come on! Come on in, Grace.
I'm calling the police.
No, don't call.
Hello? Yes, I want to report a murder. No, murders.
Grace.
Yes. The Renwood Hotel. Yes. Hurry, please. The police are on their way. Oh, God. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Grace. Grace, look at me. Grab my hands. Okay, look at me. Look at me. In and out. Breathe in and out. Oh, Grace. I promise you, I will explain this all to you one of these days. Grace. Please know that you are my hope. Never forget that.
What are you talking about?
Just... I love you.
I love you too.
Okay.
Mom, I'm scared.
No. We need to find a way out of here now.
But we don't have any of our stuff,
We
Mom.
can come back for it later, Grace.
I don't
Found you.
I'm so sorry. This is not my fault.
Hello? Who is this? I need to get out of here.
Something important. I'll explain later.
What did you hide behind that painting?
Okay, so we're about to get into the first encounter with the cop, and honestly, this part kind of confuses me still, like now. I don't really have much advice for you guys, but I have replayed this part several times, and I found that typically as soon as the cutscene ends, if you hold like right on the stick and try to break free, then you should be able to avoid his initial shotgun blast, and you should be okay. But if not, just look at what I do very carefully, and you should be able to make it through this part no problem. And yeah, that's all I really have to say.
Officer. What's wrong?
Something stung me.
Are you okay? What do I do? Get away! Get away from me! Oh, shit! Stay away! What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Is anyone there? Hello?
It hasn't been easy. But after much effort, here we finally are.
Who are you?
I'm the one who planted that body. I'm the one that brought you here. I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Talk to me. Is this one like the others?
Well, same black blotches.
And it's not post-mortem lividity.
No. No, this is different. That's 6 now. 6 survivors of Raccoon City, all dead from the same thing.
Yeah, that's not good.
No. No, it's not.
But I have something for you. The team has settled on a person of interest. Someone with ties to Umbrella. Victor Gideon.
Who is he?
A former T-virus researcher. Hey, I just got a report of a missing police officer. It might be unrelated, but he disappeared near where the 5th body was found. You there, Leon?
Yeah. I'm here.
You okay?
Some of the edges. Check it out.
You almost there?
Just about. Stuck in traffic. You've got to be shitting me.
What's going on? Is she okay?
Oh, she's fine. I'm just taking her home.
Leon, what's your sit rep?
I'm going after Victor.
And we're on to our boy Leon. So another message pops up there basically letting us know that the tracker is available from the start as well as the item box. So we're going to open this bitch up and I don't really think, we're not really going to do much here. We're just going to, you know, look around and I'm not going to actually upgrade anything because we only have 5,000 points. But yeah, we're just going to skip out on this for now and, you know, head straight into the combat to get going with this already.
Whoa, 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 hey, what the hell, lady?
Help me!
You okay? What are you doing?
Alright, so this first enemy here actually has the potential to mutate into a blister head. I actually ended up getting pretty lucky here and was able to get like a finishing animation on her and pop her head open with my hatchet. So I basically avoided that, but this enemy actually ended up turning into a blister head. If you go for headshots and they fall down like pretty quickly, you know, or you kick them and they fall down on Insanity, pretty much right away they throw the blister heads at you. And as you can see, my aim is still trash in this mode. But yeah, this is also going to be a no infinite ammo run. I know I didn't really establish that in the opening of this, like the intro, but I don't like to cheat whenever I play these games on the hardest difficulty. I try to do it the genuine, honest way. So if you come over here, there's a little tracking module that's got, I think, 3,000 points. There's a little transition there because I did fail this part twice. they pretty much just, like I said, like right off the bat, they start throwing the really, really tough enemies at you. Not this guy. Some of these enemies are just regular, but like regular zombies, but you know, you want to take them out as quickly as possible because very shortly the blister heads are going to start running up on you, and they evade your attacks and do that like juke move a bunch in this mode. The blister heads are honestly like my least favorite fucking enemies in this difficulty. I really, really hate them. Out of the regular enemies, I can't stand the blister heads. They're too much. And as you can see already, right off the bat, these zombies are a lot more bullet spongy than on standard, which is kind of, you know, common at this point. You know, it's common for the hardest difficulties of this game for the enemies to be very spongy, and Insanity, it really is no exception. I still wouldn't rank this difficulty as the hardest difficulty I've done in one of these games. I still think Resident Evil 4 Remake is harder than this. You know, Professional is definitely a lot more challenging. And as you can see, I'm just missing a bunch. Please don't make fun of me, you guys. My aim does get better, I promise. Leon's sections in this game, I would say generally on Insanity, like, he has some really tough moments, but they're nowhere near as tough as Grace's sections, because with Grace, when you get grabbed by a zombie, and even at full health on this difficulty, you pretty much die immediately if you don't have a knife or something to protect yourself. Now, if the zombies grab you from behind or do like that little grapple animation, you can still escape from them a lot of the time and be fine, but they do take away your health, and it's just, you know, it's a lot harder to play as Grace. We're going to struggle a lot more, you know, with the opening, you know, hours of this game as opposed to the back half with Leon. Leon's sections are harder for like the boss battles. You know, like the boss battles later on in the game can really, really give you a tough time on Insanity. But this first section, you know, is very wide open. It's super easy. You know, that guy got fucking just hit by that car. And yeah, just take your time with these guys. You don't have to take every single enemy out. One thing I've seen some people do is to like help them out with this part and not get overwhelmed is you can climb up on top of the cars and basically take them out one by one that way by luring the zombies to climb up the vehicles and just, you know, picking them off one by one. But yeah, I mean, I'm getting overwhelmed right now, and had to basically just run through the rest of this, which you can also do that too. You don't have to fight these guys here, but I'm only doing it for the points, and you know, because there was also another trophy that I had to get where I had to collect a certain amount of points. So this is pretty much the end of Leon's first section, and yeah, we are going to be moving on to Grace right now.
Leon, have you located Victor?
No, I lost him. Back to square one.
Not necessarily. Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under. The Rhodes Hill Chronic Care Center. I'll send you the address. Leon, we're running out of time.
Oh, yes. What did he do to me?
Alright, it's time to encounter the girl for the first time. Now, the girl is definitely a lot more intelligent on this difficulty, so just be aware of that. This part is actually pretty easy. I mean, I talked about this a little bit at the end of my the finale for my standard classic run, but you know, what's it called? I've played this game like 5 times now, and I do have a method. It's not going to be shown in this video because at this point in the game, I still was kind of, you know, a little bit nervous playing through this part and didn't know how to get through this part in an efficient way, but I'm going to describe it to you guys as best as I can. There is a way to get through this part of the game, this opening part, very, very easily, even on Insanity, without having to really, you know, waste too much time. But there I was just examining the documents, seeing how many we were missing. Some of these safe codes are going to be picked up as well on Insanity, which I didn't. I got the safe codes in Standard Classic, but on Insanity, the safe codes are a completely different code, obviously. So there's really not much going on right now still. So all we're going to be doing is just progressing the story here. I do look around a bit and examine some stuff. I look at the creepy ass shadow monster book and go into that room. Yeah, I mean, when I was playing this game on Insanity, I was like, when I say that I treat it like a whole other playthrough, I do it, you know, by playing the cutscenes again, and also I spent a lot of time exploring still in this run, because at this point I was still just in love with this game and wanted to have fun and just look around and do stuff. So, grab the lighter. If you guys remember, we need the screwdriver, so we're going to need to go into the nurse's station. You don't start getting chased by the girl until you get into the nurse's station. I would recommend dropping a save right here, because if you don't and you die, you're going to lose all of your progress. Basically, if the girl grabs you, it's just like the zombies. If the girl grabs you at all or catches you, it's an insta-kill, even at full health. She will bite Grace's fucking head off, and that'll be it. You will be done at that point. So if you want to look at this book, you totally can, but I don't know, we don't really need to. I'm just kind of examining stuff to see maybe if I can get some notes here and there. And yeah, so you can open this up, get startled by the lamp again. It's kind of interesting seeing that in third person, but yeah, whatever. So when you are ready, you can head into the nurse's station. Another thing, I would recommend not wasting a single one of your bottles in this section. I wasted like 2 of them. Keep the bottles, hold on to them. Again, I'm going to, walk you guys through how to do this part without wasting any bottles. It's very, very easy and straightforward, but we're about to encounter her right now.
He's dead. Infected.
So here we go. One thing that really annoyed me the first time playing this is that in third person, Grace actually stumbles a lot during this part, which can make controlling her really awkward and wonky at times. But once you get the hang of this, like I said, this part really is not hard. So we're doing a little transition here because I did fail this part once. This is my successful attempt here, and basically the way to do this part is like as soon as she climbs up through that hole and retreats, you can run during this part. You're not going to be caught. Grab that med injector. There's nothing in that locker there. Don't move the cart yet. You can also move this guy out of the way and search this this cabinet for this drawer for an ink ribbon. I got a little scared here because I heard the noises of the girl moving around, but she's not going to come out yet until you move the cart. This whole section is pretty much like scripted, like for the most part. So, you can grab the ink ribbon, and I would recommend searching the drawers first, obviously, and then moving this out of the way to get the herb. As soon as you move this thing, you can move it back just a little bit still and open up the cabinet to grab the herb. But I was still acclimating to the controls with third person and was struggling here. I was literally screaming at Grace to open up the cabinet there. That's a moment that might actually be in my failure montage. But the way you're supposed to handle this part is super straightforward. Basically, all you have to do, as soon as she comes into the room, I'm going to throw a bottle here to distract her because I felt like that's what you needed to do here during this part. But all you got to do is let her search around and, get angry and then leave the room. And basically at that point, you can get back to searching around for the toolbox and whatnot. But, I tried throwing a bottle thinking that I would have enough time to go and get the herb, but I didn't because she came back into the room and started searching. It may feel like she's gonna spot you here during this part when she starts searching this spot that we're actually hiding in, but she's not going to discover you. She isn't going to discover you here. Like I said, this whole part right here is scripted. You just got to let her do her thing and leave the room. And as soon as she leaves the room, then you can start searching the room again, basically. And what we're actually trying to do is get the screwdriver, obviously. And in order to do that, you have to move the cart, which she smacked for us, to the other side of the room. You have to move the cart and climb up on top of the cart to get the toolbox. What you can actually do here, it's very simple and straightforward, but I'm not going to be showing it. I'm just going to verbally walk you guys through it. When you're moving the cart here, jump up on top of the cart immediately. Open up the toolbox, grab the screwdriver, jump back down. when she comes busting through the nurse's station, you want to kind of wait intentionally to like lure her through the doors in the nurse's station. And when she comes through the second door, the one that we're, not this one, but the one in front of us, when we lure her through that door and she's like behind us, you can safely run to the end of the hallway and basically get to the fuse box and grab the fuse without having to worry about her cutting you off at the end of the hallway. So again, as you're moving the cart, immediately jump up on top of it, open up the toolbox, grab the screwdriver, wait until she bursts through the doors, and then lure her around and kind of, you know, in a circle. Like, you want to intentionally get caught here and lure her around. I'm going to stupidly waste a bottle here. Lure her around and make sure she's following you through this door and this second door here. Once you are sure that she is following you through this second door and you can hear her behind you, you can run down this hallway safely without her cutting you off. But she is going to cut me off here because I didn't have her in sight, so we're going to have to run away from her, annoyingly. And Grace is going to stumble around, which is super irritating because she doesn't freaking do that in first person. But yeah, if you get into this situation where you're running away from her and she's like chasing you here, what could happen is, I mean, she got a little stuck here, which was kind of funny. The lights could go out here in this room, meaning she could jump down on this room and come after you. When Grace says, "Oh, please no," at that point you can start running and make it down the hallway safely, I believe, most of the time. So if not, if you're having trouble with this part, just use the nurse's station and lure her through there, because it does take time for her to get through the doorway. So yeah, just make sure she's behind you, and you know, you should be able to make it through this no problem. And drop another save if you feel like you need to. So I'm going to stop talking for now, and we will be back, or I will be back very shortly to, you know, commentate over Leon's next section of the game. So yeah, enjoy.
All right.
Mr. Kennedy, welcome. Dr. Gideon has been expecting you.
Funny. I don't remember getting an invitation.
Well, he's waiting for you.
Can't have that, can we?
Follow me, please.
Lead the way. So how long have you worked for, Dr. Gideon?
Not long. I just recently joined the team. We care for quite a few long-term patients here, all undergoing experimental therapies developed by Dr. Gideon.
Okay, so I'm not really going to do much here, but I am going to purchase a few things because we do have some credits. So I am very low on ammo, as you guys can tell. So we're going to get some handgun ammo, and I'm also going to buy the shotgun. I chose the I think it was the 990 TAC for this game, for this run. So grab the shotgun, buy some shotgun ammo, and you should be able to get through this next section a lot easier with the shotgun.
Experimental therapies.
Yes. It's all very cutting edge. The facility keeps a low profile due to the sensitive nature of the research.
Oh, I bet it does.
Please, wait here.
Code 6, all staff initiate emergency protocols.
Mr. Kennedy, we need to leave immediately.
What's going on?
I don't know what's happening. Some kind of mass hysteria. The hospital is on lockdown.
Calm down.
I think I want a second opinion.
And here we go. We're on to the chainsaw part. Now, I died a lot here. I was dying for about, I would say, like 10 minutes straight on this. You know, at this point, I was still definitely adjusting to insanity difficulty because it is a whole other experience. But really just, you know, this section is a little trickier than the streets earlier because you have less room to maneuver. Do not let the zombies catch you there when the chainsaw is stuck inside of them. Pause. Because if they do, then you'll get caught in like an immediate death animation. It's really, really hard to swing the chainsaw as well without getting hit by the zombies. But one thing I have learned is that you want to kind of swing at them from a distance because when they lunge at you, that's when they get you with their attacks. But if you're a fair distance like away from them, or you bait them into lunging and then swing at them, you know, either from a distance or after they lunge, you can use the chainsaw without them, you know, doing damage to you. So you got those first couple enemies, and then you have to wait for the rest of the enemies to come bursting through these doors here. At this point, you know, it's a little bit crazier because there are more of them and they can come at you from all sorts of directions. But if you headshot them with the shotgun, then it'll knock them down to the ground, allowing you to basically immediately kill them with the hatchet. So this section, once you get down to, you know, the nitty-gritty. It's really not that hard, but it can be on your first few attempts, as it was for me. So again, there's going to be a whole other video for that, for my fails. Once the zombies pick up the chainsaw, it's like they do have a lot more health at that point, so you have to do everything you can to avoid that happening. But this part is super straightforward, honestly. It's not that bad. Just keep them at a distance. Don't get grabbed by them. Leon is a lot tougher, so if he does get grabbed, he doesn't die immediately like Grace does. You know, he has more of a chance of surviving based on how much health you have, and you can kind of like bait them into like a, you know, like a pattern here. If you keep jumping up here, I used the axe to finish this chick off. As you can see, one shotgun blast to the face, and then a couple of, like, a strong knife attack, or not knife, hatchet attack, and then a couple of regular attacks usually takes them down. But this is the last enemy that we have to deal with here, and just keep running in circles here, you know. Don't get cornered, especially by the chainsaw guys, and you'll be able to make it through this part no problem. So yeah, that pretty much is all I have to say with all of Leon's combat sections in this video. We are going to be ending the video off with this section of the game once, you know, the final cinematic is over. And the next video is basically going to immediately pick things up with Grace. I'm going to try to see if I can edit the entire, you know, first section with Grace into one single video. And that's really when this game is going to start to test you on this difficulty. That's really when Insanity is going to start to kick your ass, when you get to like the first big section with Grace. So yeah, I was just searching around here for some ammo. We got some right there, some shotgun shells, which enemies won't drop that if you don't have the weapon, by the way. I mean, duh, that's pretty straightforward, and most people know that. So I'm going to wrap up the commentary now, because the rest of this video is just mostly cutscenes and dialogue, and I just want you guys to experience that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found some useful tips here. I'm still kind of playing this blind, but, you know, it is what it is. So next time on RE9, we will start off with Grace's section, and yeah, I'll see you guys then. Peace.
That bastard did it again. How are things on your end?
I just hacked into the center's network.
Good, good. Can you find me the floor plan?
I'll see what I can do.
Well, in the meantime, I'll try to track him down.
Keep me posted.
Will do.
Come on!
Hey, over here. You okay?
Yeah. Thanks.
Leon Kennedy, DSO.
CSO. I'm Grace. Ashcroft. FBI.
FBI? What are you doing here?
Someone kidnapped me.
Victor Gideon.
I don't know.
Well, we should leave. What does Victor want with you?
What?
Grace.
What do you mean?
He grabbed you for a reason.
Wait, you're DSO. That's the counter bioterrorism agency, right?
Take this.
You're sure?
You might need it. Now go. Get out of here. She won't get away, you know. Dr. Gideon. So nice to finally meet you, Leon. Why don't we have a little talk?
Too slow.
I see you're exhibiting symptoms too.
Umbrella's curse.